yeah, like, so, like, I clicked on it because I was like, alright, so I'm caught up on actually. You know, I don't have any missed episodes there. I don't want to watch something that's like, you know, storyline right now because I'm just wanting to chill out and laugh, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want to watch the Dimension 20 stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm caught up on Game Changer, and even though I like um make some noise, I just wasn't really in the
Mm-hmm.
mood for it when I was looking at stuff.
Gotcha.
And I was just like, you know what? This is a new one. I'll try this one out. So I
There you
clicked
go.
on Parlor Room. I mean, worst case scenario, it's Becca Scott and she's pretty. So, worst case scenario, you know, I just get entertained by a pretty redhead for a little while, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said,
Um, you're starting to get robot on me already. I heard about half of that
oh,
phrase.
oh, great, great. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Uh,
but
I,
yeah.
I said, oh, the boo-hoo, you gotta look at a hot chick for like half an hour.
Right. I mean, obviously, if it was not going to be interesting, I wasn't going to watch it. But, you know, Becca Scott's funny too. Like,
Gotcha.
like, she's just generally cool, but she's, you know, attractive. So obviously, that's going to draw
Yeah,
attention,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
you know? So it's just so
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on the first one, and the first video or the first episode was for a game called Wavelength,
Okay.
and it was it was really funny because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
am I spelling Nuzlocke wrong? I need to double check this because like I'm now feeling self-conscious. No, I'm not spelling it wrong. I'm good. I'm all right. I was just feeling self-conscious because like there's no hashtag for Pokemon Nuzlocke. So I was just like, am I spelling it wrong or something? But no, apparently there's just no hashtag for Nuzlocke. That's weird. Well, no, there's a hashtag for
Oh,
Nuzlocke now. There's a hashtag for Nuzlocke now, so.
gotcha.
But yeah, so like the first episode was for this game called Wavelength, which is like it was a really interesting game because it was like there's like a wheel and you've got the person who's basically it, and they pick a I guess you could call it a category, but it's like a category in the same terms of like, you know, how hungry are you from mouse to uh tiger, you know? Like it's like things like that where it's like it's a scale, right? So like
Gotcha.
what you do is whoever's it is they like they turn the thing for a little while and until they're ready to check it. They check where the point area is, and it's like the point area
Mm-hmm.
ranges from like 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. So like if you get it, if your team gets it right on, they get 4 points. But there's also like 3, 2, and 1. You know.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
close it up. You turn it around so that they see what the scale is for, and then then the person who's it says something that would go on the scale, right? So like one of the ones was like mainstream to like I can't remember. It's like mainstream to niche or something. Yeah, I think that was it. It's like mainstream to niche. And the person said Taylor Swift because it was practically all the way on the side of the mainstream.
Okay.
So like they say it, and then your team tries to guess based on what you said where the point bracket is, right?
Got
And so like most of the thing is going to be no points. So you have to get it pretty dead on.
Yeah.
And then after your team picks, the other team picks either higher or lower. And if they are on the side where the 4 is, then they get 1 point. So that's basically how the game works. And the thing that just had me in stitches is when one person had safe to not safe, okay? Or safe to dangerous. Okay?
Safe to dangerous.
And they said pillow. And it was just this giant discussion about how deadly pillows can be. And then it was unveiled to show that obviously the pillow was super safe. It was like all the way on the safe side because he didn't even consider you could kill someone with a pillow. So it was like one of the most just like right over the plates things. And it's just like they just freaking whiffed it just entirely.
Yeah.
But this,
I can see your argument because literally you sit there and go, okay, do you watch a lot of murder mysteries? Yes. Okay, so you know you can kill a person with a pillow. Yeah. So pillow's not a safe thing for you, huh?
So yeah,
Now,
it's just so
pillows are
funny.
weapons.
Like the weirdest part about it was just the fact that like there were so many times when the player who's its teammates would just like sit there and be like, this has to be a gotcha moment. And it's just like, that's your teammate. They want you to get points. It's not a gotcha moment. They want you to get the points. How would you think that this is a gotcha moment? But I'm gonna be honest, episode 2 is where I really fell in love with it because episode 2 was called All In Cash In or something like that. And it was basically like it's a game. I'm gonna ask you a question right quick. So I have been doing some leveling, but since I only did like 30 minutes yesterday and 30 minutes today, so they're leveled up a little bit, but not anywhere where we were hoping they would be, I think. Oh no, that's not the question. That's not the question I was gonna ask you. Okay. I knew there was a question I was gonna ask you, but that was not the question. Okay. So, while I was doing leveling up, while I was doing all the leveling up, okay? I always wanted to end it where we stopped the stream last time. So
Okay.
both times when I was doing the leveling up stuff, I would run back to Mount Moon and go back to the cave, right? And about where we were.
Okay.
I was using Viridian Forest to level up because it's the easiest.
Gotcha.
It's a safe and easy place to level up. You
Fair,
know,
fair.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I
The only
didn't.
thing that's troubling about Viridian Forest is when you get poisoned. That's the only thing that's troubling.
And I was staying right near the exit, and so I mean I was fine.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that happened when I was on my way back. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I found out something. Oh, I switched to the wrong Pokemon. Grassy is not good against Zubats. I meant to switch to Bubbles. So yeah, I found out something. Okay? The Magikarp salesman
Uh-huh.
is on Route 4. We caught
Okay.
We caught your Spearow. We caught Angry Bird on Route 3.
I thought it was Route 4 that we called the bird.
Nope.
Okay.
We caught the Angry Bird on Route 3. So, here's what I want to ask. Because I caught Cassie, that means that it is your turn to get a Pokemon. Do you want Magikarp, or do you want to wait until we get out of the cave, where I think it's still technically Route 4?
You know what?
I also did check. The Magikarp in this game is not 5,000, it's 500. We have that much.
Okay. You know what? We get the Magikarp. Sure.
Alright. Now, second question. Do you want me to pull someone out of the party to put Magikarp in?
You know what? We already have one Rattata. We don't need to.
Okay. What is Magikarp's name? Magikarp is a female.
Okay, let's... You know what? I have a lot of male names in my head, but I'm like trying to think of a female name. Because I'm sitting there going, okay, if it was a male Magikarp, would have just called it Fate Dragon because that's what's gonna end up being. I'm like, it's a Fate Dragon.
I mean,
Old dragon.
Sisu is the water dragon from Raya and the Last Dragon.
You know what? Sure.
Let me double check how to spell. Let me double check how to spell that. Okay. Sisu.
Literally, when you actually get the actual Gyarados, you just go, finally, I can use the Pokemon now.
Alright, let's go switch out Splinter for Sisu. I believe this Magikarp comes at a higher level than the ones that you can count. I mean that you can count. That you can catch.
Gotcha. I would love it if it at least starts off
Nope.
level 10 instead of level 5.
I was wrong, or they changed it in this. One of the two. I was either wrong or they changed it in this. So
Okay.
level
okay,
5.
So
It's level 5,
Yay.
so it's gonna go up front so that it can get some leveling in.
yeah.
Alright. Let's see. But yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, the game, the second game, that's the one that I really just fell in love with the show, because it's like it's like this show that's about or not, it's this game that's about the this crew that just, you know, basically it's the mafia or the mob, and they just got done with a heist. They just got done with a heist, so they're splitting the loot. One person is the Godfather, and the Godfather has special abilities. The Godfather has like a special ability. Each of the characters in general has a special ability. The Godfather is a title, so you have your character card, and you have, and if you're the Godfather, you have your character card as well as the Godfather abilities.
Yeah.
And so like the basic premise is you want to get all of the loot that you can when dividing the loot. Okay?
Gotcha.
So the round starts, everyone puts out their shot card, because what happens is everyone picks someone to point their gun at. Okay, you know, like Mexican standoff style, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like they so the you have 3 bang cards, which it means that you shot your gun, and you have like 5 clicks, meaning that you didn't shoot your gun. Okay.
All right.
If you take 3 wounds, then you die, and you're out of it for the rest of the game. You still get to count your loot at the very end, so like you still, however much loot that you got before then, you still get to keep all that.
Okay.
For the final tally. But yeah, it's like when people say that Risk and Monopoly are relationship enders, like I need them to see this episode, because oh my god, like Jake Wasaki, I think that's his name, Jake Wasaki or something like that. He and Lou in Dimension 20, he plays Fabian Seacaster.
Okay.
The son of the pirate.
Yeah.
And Jake Wysocki is like, he's just, you know, funny. I guess he got popular in some social media thing. I don't know. I know him from Dropout. That's the only place I've seen him, but I know that he does other stuff because he was popular before he went to Dropout.
Gotcha.
So But yeah, like those two are friends. But oh my god, the backstabbing that was happening, like there were times when I wasn't sure if Jake was actually upset at Lou or not.
Fair, fair. When it comes to certain kind of board games, they are friend enders. You, you and me both have recognized that
Oh
certain
yeah,
people
like
can't play certain games.
yeah,
I
you
remember
and
when
I
we
like
were
near.
all playing Rich, and for some reason that almost ended up with me just sleeping over at your apartment if I
Yeah,
didn't, just
yeah, because there's the guy who was your ride was like he was so upset he went to his car and stayed there for a while.
yeah, exactly. And I'm just sitting there going, it's make believe armies. Why is this something that you care about?
Like you and I are really good at noticing when people start to take things a little too hard. That's usually when like we'll try and pull back a bit just in general.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because it's happy fun time. Why
Fun.
you getting upset with happy fun time? The same thing with Monopoly. I'm like, it's not real money, people. It's fake money. The
Yeah,
money's,
people get
all different colors.
people get like way just like, hey, I got a rare candy. You want to use it on your guy, or do you want to save it, or do you want to use it on like? What do you want to do the rare candy on?
At the
So
point we are right now.
Sisu is level 6. He just turned level 6. He has
Yeah, I
274
would say that
experience points to
it'll be wasting
go.
them rare candy on her because she's
Now,
so low level. Anything will level
right,
her up. Level up.
Grassy is only 182 from going up a level anyways, so if we want to use it on Grassy, I think we should wait until he goes up a level.
That's fair. Like I said, I always use rare candies on the thing that takes the most to level up anyway, and that'll usually be the highest level Pokemon.
So yeah, we'll wait until Grassy goes up a level and then we'll use it. But yeah, the episode that I was watching before we hopped on was they were doing like one of those games where it's like you try and get your team to guess the word or the phrase on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like different rounds in it. So like the first round is like, just a normal thing of you can do anything except for say a word in the phrase or the word, or you
Mm-hmm.
can say pretty much anything as long as it's not in what it says, right?
Yeah.
And then the second round is you get one word, but they're all the same cards that you've already gone through, so it's like you already have kind of an idea of what it might be, so you basically are trying to look through your memory as well.
Uh-huh.
And then the third round is basically charades. I don't know why I just said it like that.
Got it.
It's basically just the third round is basically charades.
Yeah.
Angry Bird, go! Kill these stupid insects. No offense, Angloy. You're a beautiful insect that needs to learn a new move. I thought you were supposed to get a new move at level 13, but apparently not.
Like I said, we kind of gypped it. We kind of gypped it.
He's level 13 right now. Which means I thought he was supposed to get focus energy at level 13. And that doesn't have anything to do with like the first move. Yeah, we messed that up, but this move I thought was supposed to be level 13,
But it wasn't.
but I'm level 13 with Angloy right now, and he does not have
Didn't get it.
focus energy. Maybe it was level 14 and I just misremembered.
Probably level 14, because all these Pokemon, every time there's a new gen, they learn different moves or learn the same move at a different level. And you just sit there and go, why did you not make this uniform across all of these? Why did you change it up every generation?
Because they want
Why
it
do
to
some
be
generations
different.
have to?
Why
Yeah,
does
some
Bubbles
generations.
why does Bubbles not have the ability to get water gun?
Yep. Bubbles can't get water gun, but if you put him in the Aloha region, he can learn dark type moves.
Nope, Bubbles can learn dark
No
type moves.
wonders.
Bubbles can learn dark type moves already.
I was gonna say, can he learn dark type moves in this?
Yep,
version?
Rattatas are normal dark.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this version they were both, they were dual
Yeah.
types, or were they still just normal?
Rattatas are normal and dark. Like
Okay, so they're dual types in this one. Okay.
yeah, like Bite is a. I'm gonna look up Rattatas right quick so I can tell you exactly.
Because I know in the beginning, in the originals, they were just normal types, but they could learn Bite. But that was the only dark type move.
So yeah. Rattata general information. So Rattata in this gen. Where's the? So naturally, Rattata learns. Looks like one dark move.
Bite.
No, Pursuit. So
In the old version, that was the only dark move he learned.
it's weird. So I think
They were mostly just considered normal types.
All right, so
in the
yeah,
old version.
in this version, it is indeed just a normal type.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just a normal type in this version. In the Aloha region, it think it's a dark type or a dark normal type.
I could have swore that Rattatas were dark.
Like I said, if you played the Aloha
I
version of the game,
didn't.
yeah, you're right.
I didn't.
You didn't play Sun or Moon?
No.
Oh, you missed out.
It's not like I can't play them anymore. It's not like they had a time that you were allowed to play them. I can still play them.
True. True.
I just haven't played them yet. Perhaps someday we will play it for a Nuzlocke challenge again on this. So this is like okay, there it is. Okay. Like I could have swore that Rattatas were dark type. So,
Nah.
Yeah, I guess not.
Nah.
I guess I was wrong. Maybe I was just thinking of something else.
I would say there's plenty of dark type rats.
Anyways,
the world of
Sisu grew
Pokemon
to
is
level
so weird.
7.
All right, only 13 levels to go before they become useful. I don't plan on Magikarp becoming useful till level 20. We're gonna be at the second gym by that point. We're gonna be past the second gym by that point, because I honestly think that the Misty or Is it Misty in this one that's at the second gym?
Yes. Goes
Yeah,
Brock.
I think our Pokemon is
It's
about level.
Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, and then
I always forget the fourth one.
I know it's the plant. It's the plant gym. I keep wanting to say Sabrina, but Sabrina is the psychic gym.
That's the psychic gym. That's later on.
It's like a normal name, maybe like Emily.
You would think that the plant gym would have one of the plant names, like Ivy.
You would think. Let's see.
You sit there go Misty, the water gym, Brock. It's a rhyme with Brock. You're like, okay, Ivy, right? It's like Ivy Rose, some plant Lily, some plant name.
All right, so Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica. I knew it was a normal name. Her name's Erica.
The plant gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, of course Giovanni, or Giovanni, however you want to say it.
I want to say Giovanni.
It's always just like whoever's saying it. Some people say Giovanni, some people say Giovanni, because Giovanni is like how it's like the name that was in history. It's the name. It's how you say that name. Yes. But I want to say.
Still going to say that name how it's spelled.
Like I want to say that in the show they said Giovanni. And of course, in the Japanese version, everyone's name is different.
Of course it is.
So like his name's not that in the Japanese version.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even remember what his name is in the Japanese version.
I guess we can find out right quick.
Because the only person I think his name is the same is, I want to say Ash's name is still Ash in the Japanese version.
All right. So, list of Pokemon anime character names. Protagonists. Ash is Satoshi. Misty is Kasumi. Brock is Takeshi. Who's Tracy? Who's Tracy?
Tracy?
Says one of Ash's traveling companions in Orange Islands.
Oh, the beauty contest girl.
Oh, it says he. Anyways, his name's Kenji.
Seriously?
His name's Kenji.
Okay.
He wanted to become Professor Oak's assistant. And there's May, who's Haruka. Max, Masoto. Dawn, Hikari, Iris. Is actually Iris, just spelled different.
We finally have one day that just goes, we just spelled it different. It's the same pronunciation.
Like, technically it's Irisu. But yeah, basically Iris. And there's someone named Cylin. Like, why would that be the name you changed it to? Why would you change...
Someone's actually named Villain?
Cylin, not villain. Cylin.
Cylin.
Or Cylin. Cilan. Anyways, his Japanese name is Dento. or Dent. Serena is Serena.
I want you to look at that. Another one. Another one. They just go. It's fine. It's fine.
Clement.
This name is fine.
Clement is Shatoran. Bonnie is Eureka. Lana, I don't know like most of these people.
That's fair.
Like these are supposed to be main characters. I'm so confused.
You gotta remember, Ash was like 10 for 30 years. Ash with all his time warping shenanigans and intercontinental travel and space travel and dying and come back into life and all the other stuff. He was 10 for 30 years. Literally, I think at one point in the show, they went back to see Misty, and Misty was an actual adult, and Ash was still 10. And my brain went, it hurts.
Nurse Joy is still called Nurse Joy. It's just spelled different.
Jenny, is Jenny still Jenny?
No.
I gotta figure.
Junsei. Jenny is Junsei.
Gotcha.
I'm trying. Okay, so Team Rocket. Sakaki is Giovanni's name in Japanese version. Alright. Okay, I think I just got myself confused. I've opened one too many drop downs. I'm trying to find like the gem leaders from, you know, this region, but I haven't been able to find them.
I guess that thing with this one is still the same ones from Red and Blue, right?
Well, I'm looking at Wikipedia, and it's like gem leaders and island kahunas. But it's like, these are not all the gem leaders. These are just like certain ones. Looks like mainly from Orange Islands. I'm gonna see. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna let the AI do its thing. Alright, here we go. No, that might not be it. Let me check. Let's find out. Is this it? Is this what I'm looking for? Okay. Brock Takeshi. Misty Kasumi. Lieutenant Surge. Matisse. Erica.
Okay.
Erica. So yeah, there you go. All right, now you're about to laugh. I'm gonna actually save. I'm gonna save the one that you're gonna laugh at for the end. Okay. So Sabrina, Natsumi, Blaine, Katsura, Giovanni, Sakaki.
Okay.
Now, the Fuchsia City Gym. You know, the ninja guy. Right?
Okay. It is okay.
His
is
name
it Hanzo?
His name is Koga. Okay? His name is Koga in the English version.
Gotcha.
I did just say that.
Yeah,
They
you did.
changed a Japanese name to a Japanese name They changed his name from Q to Koga. They changed a Japanese name to a Japanese name for the Japanese
You know,
representation of a ninja.
yeah. Well, at least they didn't just call him Kage.
Like seriously, what is with the whole thing with like how anime would do stuff back then, you know, where it's just like changing names just to show they can change a name. It's like, we know you can change the name, but it's stupid that you changed it. It's like, it's that whole thing of like,
Well, back then.
I recognize the council has made a decision, but seeing as how it was a stupid ass decision.
Well, back then, marketing told you, hey, we want these names to be simple. What you mean? These are simple names. And someone looks at them and go, no, they ain't. And I go, yeah, they are. Goes, no, yeah, they are. And someone else looks at them and goes,
we need names.
Okay, we want simple American.
Yeah, we need some American names. What about this guy? He's a ninja. Okay, so we need the Japanese name for that. What's a good Japanese name? How about Kiyu? That's his name. No, that doesn't work right. That doesn't sound Japanese.
That doesn't roll off the tongue. What?
That doesn't sound Japanese enough.
Yeah, that name that you gave, that's not Japanese enough. Okay? All right, so are we just gonna call him Hanzo like you call everything else? No, that's been used a little too much.
All right, what about this plant girl? Okay, I think we should name her Erica. You know what? I like that. That's a good American name. Yes. That's exactly why I said that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And nothing else. Nothing else. Move on.
Hiding the notes of what the girl's name was originally.
Literally, someone just takes an eraser and just acts like they're erasing the name and writing Erica back in. Like, yeah, that's right. And then just sit there going, did you change anything? Not a thing. Not a thing.
I love that we've gotten off on so many tangents about this stuff that it's been like 40 minutes and I still like have barely moved from where I started.
Well, that's the point of these things, man.
Wait, you're not a fight? What did you say? Hi, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock of Pewter Gem lends me a hand. Cool.
That's nice to know.
I was just like a random person
Brock...
that's in there that was not just like ready to battle. So weird.
That's actually unusual in the Pokemon universe.
It really
you actually
is.
Talk to someone and they go, "Oh yeah, I'm not trying to actually fight you," and you go, "Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you important?" No, I'm just a person. Oh no, you can't just be a person. If you're not fighting me, you have to be important to the story. Who are you? No, I'm Bob. I'm just Bob.
Yeah,
Leave me alone.
I'm just Bob.
No, Bob, you have a secret thing, don't you, Bob? You have some kind of secret thing that I have to run around you in a circle and scream in your ear real loud.
I've gotta like loop around you 5 times while holding 5 Zubats. One of the Zubats has to be exactly level 21. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought.
Oh my god.
Well, some might say it's bigger on the inside. No, it really isn't. It's a giant mountain. I don't know what you were thinking. We're in a literal mountain, man. Like I don't know what to tell you.
This is where I go. This is why 10-year-old kids should not be thrown out into the wilderness.
I mean, this is why the Pokemon entries are like, this thing is, it burns at like 5,000 degrees. It's not
Because little
possible.
Timmy's the only one that actually decided to keep this. Everyone else said, F that. No. Little Timmy went, I love this thing. It's awesome. But it's a billion degrees.
And it's just
So wait,
like
little Timmy, this thing is
when they
is that
when
temperature?
someone did the math on it, it's like that one thing burned hotter than the sun, which means quite literally just one of them being on the planet means that the planet is turned into a sun.
Yes. Yes. Of course, this is the same planet that hosts, a bunch of different kinds of super alien beings.
And
Because,
gods.
Pokemon are some super alien beings, gods,
Yeah.
time traveling wizard.
Yeah, so it's
You
like
just sit there and go,
yeah, it's that whole thing of like
also just
Pokemon
the
are
same universe.
like the Pokedex is definitely made by 10-year-olds. It's just like
Yes.
Sisu's level 8 now. Sisu's getting to the point where I'm gonna actually need to like switch Sisu out with Cassie so that Cassie can get some experience because Cassie's level 10. And the way that I've been trying to do the whole thing.
Well, you know that the Magikarp literally
Yeah, it's useless.
Can't really fight.
It's useless until
It's
level.
actually useless.
It's useless until
20.
level 15, and then it's mostly useless at that point.
What does it get at 15?
I believe it gets tackle at 15.
Oh my god! It waits till 15 to get tackle.
Yeah, and that's just an I believe. I remember it being at such a level that it's like almost pointless to have given it to it because it's gonna be a Gyarados soon. So it might be higher than 15, but I know it gets it before 20. I think it's 15 though. And it's literally the only attack that a Magikarp gets.
So yeah, like I said, Magikarp is usually, if you plan on training one, it's just out front so you can trade it into with something else, because it's never gonna actually get better until you keep doing that.
Alright.
Or you actually get to the end of the game and get that XP share and go, I'm finally gonna train you up.
So I have not gone down any ladders yet because I'm trying to like clear this first area before I start doing the ladders. I think I have like one more trainer battle to go. And then I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Center right quick before we continue.
I was gonna say, when you go down the ladder, does that count as a new area?
No, all of this is Mount Moon. Yeah, all of this is Mount Moon. Basically, the areas are like what is marked on a map. I might be wrong. There might be two more.
Okay.
There might be 2 more trainer battles. Did you come to explore the cave too? But yeah, like I really don't understand what was with the whole thing of we have to not let them know that this was made in Japan. Hold on, what are you again? Rattata? I think Angloy can take on Rattata at level 10. I want Angloy to get a freaking attack. That's not Poison Sting. Poison Sting's okay to a certain degree, but it's very weak, so it's like, if it doesn't actually damage... Alright, I might actually have to switch Angloy out because he's now in yellow health. I'm gonna... Whoa! That was close. Alright, so the funny thing is, I think Like, the Rattata is going to die next turn. Do you think Sisu can take one hit from a Rattata? She has 22 HP right now.
No.
Alright. In that case, I'm switching over to Grassy. Let Grassy get that XP from doing nothing.
Grassy looks at it, it dies.
Yeah. Angloy poisoned it, so it's like, it was dead. It just had one final attack in it.
Yeah. Yep, and if it used quick attack, it could
Which
probably
it
kill a
did.
Magikarp.
It did indeed use quick attack. Alright. Alright, I don't want to take any more chances, so we're just gonna throw Grassy out there. You know, I could try and, like, heal up everybody. And we put this Rattata to sleep. I want to put the Rattata to sleep and then use Leech Seed. I'm gonna go ahead and use Leech Seed. Just so that while I'm trying to get the Rattata to sleep.
Yeah, I'll be using poison on the things that actually Pokemon battle.
Yeah, but I want to heal people without having to go to the Pokemon Center. Granted, I'm not gonna chance Angloy right now because if it wakes up and uses Quick Attack before...
Just did.
Yeah.
You have, like I said, you got any potions left?
Oh no, I've got potions. I just don't want to use them because, like, you know, we're pretty much... I'm just gonna go to the Pokemon Center after this. I'm just killing the Rattata. Screw it. Screw the plan of trying to heal up. Sisu is level 9. Grassy is level 17.
Oh my god. Grassy's just gonna murder the Cerulean gym by itself.
Hold on, I had the list of stuff here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Grassy is still lower level than Misty's Pokemon.
I'm gonna say unless Grassy's like 5 levels lower, it don't matter.
Almost.
Grassy got to type it, man.
Almost. Yeah.
What, her
the Starmie is 21. The Staryu, I have no doubt that Grassy can take out the Staryu.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no doubt that Grassy can take out the Staryu. The Staryu is only level 18, but the Starmie is level 21. So the Starmie actually has a chance. The Starmie still has a chance.
Yeah.
Cassie just learned Supersonic. Our Zubat finally has Supersonic.
Oh yeah, that move. That's the confusing move, right?
Yeah, it confuses. It's a really good one to use when you have a Pokemon. Like, it's a really good one to use when you have a Pokemon that has Sleep Powder or something, because, like, you can still confuse the Pokemon if it's asleep.
I thought it was still that thing of you can only have one status thing on a Pokemon at a time.
Yeah, on any of the things that actually changes the status, yes. But Confuse doesn't last after the battle.
Okay.
Anything that doesn't last after the battle can still affect while there's another status effect going. So you can confuse, you can put them to sleep, confuse them, leech seed them, and then poison them. And then just keep on using sand attack or flash on them and just completely just destroy Pokemon that are much higher level than you.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why certain moves exist, like Safeguard. Oh, I hated Safeguard when it came out. The thing that goes, oh yeah, all those Sands attack, Flash, and Confusions and Sonics. Yeah,
They
they
don't
did nothing.
they don't work right now, at least for the next 5 turns.
Yeah, yeah, I'm completely safe from all of them. Oh, 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 you douche. I get to kill 5 things now.
I am trying to get out of this cave, but these Zubats do not want to leave me alone.
That's how the caves work. As soon as you want to leave, it's like all the Pokemon attack you. They're like, we sense weakness. Like, no, I'm fully healed. I just want to leave. I want to save in a different place. No, we sense weakness. Like,
Well, I mean,
okay, fine.
right now, Angloy is at the front because I'm trying to get him another level. And Angloy has like 6 health left.
So they do sense weakness. That's why. It actually is the blood in the water. That's all the Zubats go. Smell that blood. I smell that blood.
Alright. Heal up.
Oh.
So, I've been trying to think of like what we're gonna do after, because I know like you and I already talked about we're gonna probably get back over into Monster Rancher, finish out getting all the like unlocking all the special monsters, and then we're gonna have like one day where we just stream trying to fill up the monster book.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about that, not to each other, maybe not on stream, but
Yeah. Yeah.
so like I was thinking like what's a game for like the Nintendo that you heard was good but you never got around to playing that we should put on like a list for us to play?
On the Nintendo?
Yeah, like just like going to each of the old school consoles, you know?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I figure like
Hmm.
we just like start looking at that stuff. I can also like pull up a list of like top 10 games on each console so that we can look at those and be like, you know, we never got
Be
around to
like, I
beating
did
that
not know
one.
there was a top 10.
So what?
I was saying, be like, oh, I didn't know this was in the top 10. I should have probably played that.
So yeah, like we can do that right quick.
Sure.
top 10 NES games. Okay, well, that's not exactly what I said. Here we are. Games Radar. Here's Games Radar. Top 10 best NES games of all time.
What's on this list?
Dragon Quest. Number 10.
Dragon Quest? Oh, okay.
Did you ever play that one?
Not on the Nintendo.
Yeah, I know you played like the later iterations.
I played the later stuff. I think I started with Dragon Quest 3.
So yeah. Dragon Quest is
So
number
I have
10.
never played the original Dragon Quest.
There's some game called River City Ransom. Have you ever heard of that one?
No, never heard of that. Never even heard of that one. I'm questioning this now. I've never heard of that one.
River City Ransom struggled to pull itself out of a long shadow cast by beat-em-ups like Double Dragon, Ghosts and Goblins, and The Legend of Kage.
I heard of all the rest of those. I heard of all the rest of those.
Okay, so apparently there is no number 8 because there's a tie for number 7.
Okay, what is the tie?
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Contra.
Okay, I have heard of both of those.
And there's Castle.
I think I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out at one point. I'm not sure I actually played Contra.
I know I haven't beaten either of them, but I've played them.
Yeah.
And it's Castlevania 3.
I think everybody on that.
Super Mario Brothers, of course, number 5.
Again, I think it came with.
It came with. It was either you either got that one or you got Tetris.
You felt sad for the person who got Tetris.
Metroid.
Played that.
Mega Man 2.
Me and you have played all the Mega Man games possible.
Legend of Zelda. And of
Played
course,
it, but never finished.
you never. Yeah, I never finished that one either. We should definitely play Legend of Zelda and finish it. But and of course, sitting at number 1. By the way, I'm surprised that Final Fantasy didn't make the list. Like I just realized that River City Ransom, a game that neither of us have ever heard of, made the list, but Final Fantasy did not make the list.
You know the sad part is, I understand. I have seen you play the first Final Fantasy, and it is a generic game.
Well, yeah.
It is very generic.
But the thing about Final Fantasy, the reason why it's a generic game is because it is where the generic came from. It is the original.
Yeah.
Like
but
all other video game RPGs basically like were birthed from Final Fantasy. Like I think Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy were quite literally like the first two RPGs like that really became popular.
That's fair.
Oh, and
to this day, they still
there's one other. Oh shoot!
So you never
What's
said
it?
number 1.
What's no, number 1 is Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm talking about the RPG genre. There's one other, but I'm having trouble remembering what it is.
Fire Emblem?
No. Oh my god, what is it? It's I've played it. It's on the Nintendo. No. It's not on the Nintendo. It's on the Sega. So it may have been a different one.
I can say that's later. That is later.
Yeah, that is later.
Because I was gonna say Fire Emblem's the only other one on Nintendo, and I think it's still on the normal Nintendo, not the Super.
Hey, it's a Paris. I forgot that Parises were in this place.
I can say it's Mount Moon. The thing you actually want from Mount Moon is Clefairy or Clefable.
We have not found a Clefairy.
You won't. If you find one, you can't catch it anyway. But it
Yeah,
would
I
have been
know.
a thing to catch. It'd be because it's an awesome Pokemon, especially in this version. Because I think it has the Oh God Why move or the Oh God Why special effect where it actually does wishes. And you sit there and go, what just happened?"
So, I'm guessing from the way that we were talking, it seems like Legend of Zelda is going to be our next game that we play through. To
Which one?
Legend of Zelda, because neither of us have played it all the way through.
Okay, sure.
I mean, it doesn't have a lot to go with the story. It's just a dungeon crawler, basically.
I was gonna say it's a giant dungeon crawl, so I won't be doing the dungeon, so I find talking to you. Well, yeah, pull out your hair
While I get
and
frustrated.
just go.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like Legend of Zelda, I will be willing to just have a guide nearby.
There you go.
Because
Make it easy
Legend
for
of
yourself.
Zelda is like one of the things. Okay, so have you ever played it? Period.
Yes,
Okay.
I have played it a little.
Did you ever get the
It was
candle?
one of those games that.
Did you ever get the candle?
No.
Okay. So the candle is like there. You know how there's like trees and stuff all over the place.
Yes.
So the candle, first and foremost, the thing that you use the candle for is to light up dark places. Okay?
Fair. Makes sense.
But the other thing that you use the candle for is to reveal secret locations in specific areas. Those specific areas are you essentially burn down a fake tree to reveal a secret entrance. Okay?
What? You know what? I still to this day go, Link in the first one's just evil. It's Link, Zelda, whoever you're playing, is just an evil person who's just now setting fires to the random woods, going into people's houses at night, breaking their pots.
So, a few things on what you said. Thing one, Link he doesn't speak, and for the most part, the reason for that originally, like they've now given a reason, but it's a bullshit reason.
I was going to say more into it. Isn't he cursed or something?
No, it's not that. Like they've given a bullshit reason for it, but the reason why they originally had it like that is because all RPG characters were like that. You didn't talk because you, as the player, are basically the one saying stuff, alright? So, like, Link,
Yes.
when you talk to people, they'll be like, what's your name? And then Link won't say anything, and then they'll go, oh, Link, that's a nice name. And it's like, people keep on going, okay, why is he not talking? He is talking because you are the one talking. Okay? So, thing one that I want to say here is the fact that, again, you are playing Link. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, if you go and burn a tree, you are the one burning a tree. Okay?
Yeah.
It has nothing to
Yeah, like I
do
said,
with Link. It is you. So if you run around doing crazy stuff, it's because you are being crazy, not the character for real. Because you are the character, basically.
you know, different when the game endorses your craziness.
Now,
When the game
here's
goes, hey, you are the jerk that walks
here's
over to someone's house.
another thing about what you said. Okay? Um
Yeah.
you can't burn all the trees. It is literally just the specific trees. Okay? There are specific trees.
Just all the trees.
There are specific
Why is
trees.
that trees?
Yeah. We're gonna get back to my frustration on the candle in a minute. I'm going on what you were saying a minute ago, okay? So literally he is not burning everything down. He is only burning things that are specifically revealing secrets. Okay? Continuing,
Okay.
point 3, there are no houses in the original Legend of Zelda. And also he doesn't go around picking up pots in the original Legend of Zelda. That didn't start until Link to the Past.
Okay.
So in the original Legend of Zelda, he's not doing that. Now, Link to the Past, yes, if you run into a house and you start throwing stuff around, then yeah, you're an asshole. And I am saying you're an asshole, not Link, because you are Link. You didn't have to run into people's houses, pick up their pots, and throw them. You could have gone to their yard and cut their grass for them. It would have given the same type of stuff. So yeah, if you run into people's houses and you throw their pots, that is entirely on you as the player who is acting through Link. That has nothing to do with Link's normal characteristics. Link's normal characteristics are your characteristics. But yeah, getting back to the whole candle thing, right quick. So, you get the blue candle to start with, okay? And this is so stupid. You can activate the blue candle one time per screen. Okay? So what I mean by this is, when you go onto a screen, you can activate the candle one time. Now you cannot activate the candle again until you leave said screen, but you can come back into that screen and do it again immediately after. So it's just like, why are you making us do this? And like later on, like they recognize that they did this because later on, you get a candle that's a red, like it's a red flame candle that you can just activate as many times as you want. So they recognized what they did. The programmers were sadists.
Were petty. They were petty as hell.
They were sadists. 15, 14, 13. I was gonna get cast. Okay. We're gonna get Sisu to level 10. Alright. We're also going down ladders now. If the Pokemon... I mean, like, I complain about the Pokemon fights, but in all honesty, I need all the Pokemon fights because we have to level up before we get to Misty.
I would say that is the point of the Pokemon fights. That's literally the point. If you just go through the Pokemon fights, you should be the equivalent level once you get to the gym. If you fought everyone.
I've already battled all the trainers that I can fight right here. I'm about to start going through the ladders.
Because I have noticed that, according to the game, with some of the Nuzlocke, you actually can do that. it is called a Nuzlocke without a grind, and it is stupid. And
We're
it's the
not
worst
doing
version of a
that.
Nuzlocke.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, it is the worst version of a Nuzlocke, as I've seen people just lose Pokemon all the time, but it
I
is
mean,
possible.
I told you about like how that one person was like, all right, so this is how you do a Nuzlocke challenge on the new ones, okay? And to make sure that you don't just grind and make everything super high leveled, these are the right levels to keep your Pokemon at in the different
Hmm.
areas. If you go higher
Yeah.
than this, then you're cheating, and it's just like, no, we're not doing that. we're
Like I said,
the Nuzlocke
these
challenge.
versions of Nuzlocke.
Like the Nuzlocke challenge is already difficult. You know,
Some
like
people say it's not. Some people say it's not.
it's already
It's sad but
difficult.
true.
Nuzlocke
It's
challenge
sad
is
but
already
true.
difficult because, like, seriously, you can only have certain Pokemon. Like, we're doing it at the base Nuzlocke. There's a way to make it easier, and there's a way to make it harder. We're doing base
Yes.
Nuzlocke, and we're fighting Team
Hmm.
Rocket. We're Team Rocket gangsters. We strike fear with our strength.
You just look at them go with your screen, huh? What you sending out? Oh, is it a level 10 something?
Ew, a Sandshrew. I don't want to fight a Sandshrew. They have sand attack. It's gonna annoy me.
I could say send out Ivysaur.
Yeah,
Ivysaur.
I am.
Ivysaur just.
I am. I've sent out Ivysaur. I'm gonna go ahead and use Leech Seed and hope it works. It missed because sand attack.
I would have just
trying-
fine with it and been done with it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I mean, yeah, Vine Whip probably would have been better, but oh well. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I also am down to 5 Vine Whips. Crap. Now 4. Luckily, I didn't miss. Otherwise, I would have been out of 4 and still had to fight something. Alright, switching out Grassy so that you can get rid of that sand attack stuff. So, Rattata! I'm just gonna let Grassy handle all of these.
Like I say, I think Grassy's at that point. I'm just going. I have no more moves, Captain.
That's true.
I literally have no more moves.
You know what? Poison Powder and Leech Seed for the win. Quite literally, actually.
Yeah, that's why we have Poison Powder. Poison Powder Leech Seed handles most problems, and if they're tough enough to last through that, a Vine Whip ends them. That is the combo. One Vine Whip per Pokemon.
We, like, just went to the Pokemon Center. Vine Whip has 10.
Yes.
Sisu has no attacks.
Yep. That is the problem with him. He won't get attacks until level 20.
No, he'll get an attack at level 15, like I said.
Are we really gonna use Tackle? I don't think we will.
No, that's not the question. That's not what was up for debate there. The thing that the statement you said was she's not gonna get an attack until level 20. She will get an attack before level 20. Just because we're still not gonna fight with her doesn't change the fact that she gets an attack.
Oh, yes, you're technically correct. The best kind of correct. Let me rephrase. Yes, we will not be using a level 15 magic card to tackle someone.
Unless that someone is level 5.
Unless we're fighting a level 15 Canopy. If you see a level 15 Canopy...
Dude, I am not even going to put a Magikarp up against a level 15 Caterpie. I will put a Magikarp up against a level 5 Caterpie, okay?
You know the sad part is the Caterpie can still win.
What is a star piece? A shard of a pretty gem that sparkles in a red color. It can be sold at a high price.
Oh, star pieces. That's what this one got. Okay.
I guess that used to be gold nugget or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically gold nugget. It's basically a different version of gold nugget.
We are finally fighting a Clefairy.
We had to get real deep into the mountain, didn't we?
No, this is just the first ladder. Shoot. Oh, you're gonna force me to use tackle again? I was actually going to use Hyper Fang, but that's fine.
I was gonna say Encore Metronome. Those two things really suck.
I need to get back to the Pokemon Center. But hey, Bubbles is level 16 now.
Like I said, we're gonna get to the Misty's gym and stomp on all of them. It's gonna be a slaughter.
You say that. Like, yeah, I'm at this point, I'm pretty sure Grassy will be able to do most of the damage and whatnot, but it's still, like, she's still higher level. Like, she still has higher level.
We have the type advantage.
Yeah.
I think we're still good.
I think we're still gonna win. Like, I think that it is still very probable that we will win. Okay? I'm not saying that. Yeah. But you are acting like super confident, whereas I want to be cautiously confident. Like, yes, I am willing to go and fight her right now. And I feel like we will probably win. But
yes,
I would like to feel a little more confident.
See, I won't be worried until Lieutenant Surge. That's when I will worry. Because at that point, we no longer have type advantage.
Yeah, we do.
And it can get real.
We have type advantage against lightning, against electric attacks. I don't think we, I don't, like, so, like, I think we're resistant to electric, like, we are resistant to electric attacks. So, let me rephrase. We might not be, we might not have type advantage against them, but I think we have resistance to them. I can double check it, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, Angry Bird is not fighting Surge.
Angry Bird and Magikarp.
Angry Bird is not gonna be fighting Surge. Surge, like, just like with Brock and just like with Misty, the plan is for Grassy to go out and just do all the fighting. with Bubbles to back him up. Maybe Angloy. Maybe Angloy. Okay, maybe Angloy.
You may want to double check Angloy because in this version? Is he just bug or is he bug and flying?
He's bug and
Which
flying.
one
That's
is he?
right. He's bug and flying. So
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no, you can't have him.
So yeah.
Can't have a fight.
Like honestly, we might have to
Like I
get.
said, I'm
We
worried
might have
about
to actually pull
Surge.
Splinter. We might need to pull Splinter out for Surge. Because
Like I
right
said, I
now,
am worried about Surge. Not
right
anything
now,
else.
right now, Surge has type advantage on 4 out of our 6 members in this party. So we'll have to pull Splinter out and train up and level Splinter up a bit for Surge. But also remember, we still have at least I think 3 or 4, possibly even 5 more places to catch something before we have to fight Surge.
I'm gonna say whatever we're catching, between Cerulean Gym and Surge's place.
Well,
Hope it's
like
good.
that's the thing. There's that one area that's north of Cerulean, okay? And then there's the route to the south of Cerulean. But then there's also Diglett Cave, and then you can go to another route in the town where Surge is. So that's at least 4. Okay? So
yeah,
we have at
4 chances.
least 4 chances. And one of those chances is in Diglett Cave. So as long as we don't fuck that up, we have a Diglett, which is immune. No, Diglett Cave only has Digletts and Dugtrios.
It has Zubats too.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just has Digletts and Dugtrios. I can double check, but I'm like 99% positive that Diglett Cave only has Digletts and Dugtrios. Yeah. Standard walking, Diglett, Dugtrio. That's all that's in Diglett Cave.
Okay.
So yeah, we can go to Diglett Cave and get something that is actually immune. Not just resistant, but immune to lightning and to electric attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have a good shot with getting something that we can use to take on Surge. Of course, I would really like it if we managed to catch an Abra, but I also know that Abra being the first Pokemon, and Abra being the first Pokemon that we find in that one area, means that we might not be able to catch anything in that one area, because Abra, you literally have one shot to catch.
Yeah. Abra is gonna use teleport, or just run away.
Well, Abra only uses teleport. It just uses teleport, and teleport 100% works all the time. The only way that you can keep an Abra a little longer is if you can manage to have a Pokemon go first and put it to sleep.
Yes, you need a Pokemon that's faster than Abra.
And you need it to succeed in its sleep attack.
Yes, those are 2 things you need.
If one of those 2 things does not happen, if one of those things does not happen, then you do not get that Abra. So Abra is a very dangerous one to try and get, but it would be cool if we managed to get Abra. You know?
Yeah. Walk around the game with a Kadabra would be nice.
Because we can't get Alakazam, because that involves trading.
I'm gonna say, unless you know something I don't. We ain't getting that.
Alakazam involves trading, and we can't do that.
Same thing if we were somehow to get Ghastly, we could get a Haunter, but couldn't get a Gengar.
And same thing if we get a Geodude at the next cave.
Yeah, we can't get the what's the
Golem?
Yeah.
Golem.
Yeah, it's Golem because we can get Graveler, but we can't get Golem. And Golem is the good one. Actually, all of the trade ones are the good ones.
I mean, to be fair, they're still gonna get the same attacks. It's just they're not gonna be quite as strong.
Like I said, they're gonna be, the trade ones are tough. That's the only difference.
Alright, I think Grasseem's about to go up to level 18. So it's about to be the same level as Staryu.
Staryu just looks at this thing and goes, "Why did you bring this?" And Grassy just smiles and goes, "You can submit now if you want."
Mhm.
There is no move you got that can take me out in one hit, but watch me just hit you.
Hold on. I'm gonna try using Leech Life on this thing.
What you using Leech Life?
Yes, it's super effective. Good, because I really needed Zubat to have some more health. I'm using it on a Paris.
Ah.
The Paris is technically doing 1 more damage than I'm healing. But that basically means that the Parrot is only dealing 1 damage. And it used Stun Spore twice in a row.
Of course,
Like, I'm already paralyzed. Like, seriously, I'm already paralyzed.
It wants you super paralyzed.
Alright, Cassie is now level 12. Time to put Sisu back up front. Hey, it's another rocket grunt. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid.
You know what? Here's the sad part. I realized that the rocket grunts are the main reason why you get to be the correct level when you fight these gym leaders. If you didn't have to fight some of these rocket grunts, and you just went with the natural world of Pokemon, and you go, wait, there's no trainers here? There's no evil plot? Wait, that just means all this is vacant and just wild Pokemon. Wait, where's my grinding? Where's my level ups? Oh no, I'm 5 levels short. I'm 5 levels short for the story. How do I do this?
I mean, you just have to... You have to do it like all the other trainers. You just go out there and grind. Either that, or you better have an extremely good strategy.
Better study up on those Pokemon before you actually enter that gym, buddy. Sit there and go, all right, let me read this plat real quick. Oh, it's a grass gym. Oh, okay, what you doing? Oh, I'm literally trying to find every fire Pokemon I can. Wait, what? Every fire insect. Anything that's super effective against grass.
Yeah.
Come back with like 15 Spearows. I'm ready. Why? What is that? Oh, it's 2 rows of Spearows. In case you do wipe me out, I'll come back with the next row. What? I'm prepared.
Thief. Can someone learn Thief? What does Thief do, anyways? I imagine it steals something. Oh yeah, we have that rare candy we haven't used yet.
Like I said, you planned on using it on Ivysaur when it got past the last level.
And it just went up a level, I think. Yeah, it literally just went up a level, so let's go ahead and use it on Ivysaur.
Use the rare candy on it.
Ivysaur is now level 19. Just 2 levels shy of Starmie.
And it still got a bunch of rocket grunts to go through.
Alright. Open. Alright, so apparently Thief has 40 power, 100 accuracy, and it has 10 moves. 10 times you can use it. An attack that may take the foe's held item. Wait.
Oh, that attack. Now I know
we
what
can
that
hold
one is.
items in this one? Who can use it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So Bubbles.
Yeah, Pokemon can hold items, but
Bubbles, Angloy, Angry Bird, and Cassie. I kind of want to give it to Angloy because, you know, another move for Angloy.
What kind of move is it anyway?
It's a dark.
Is it a dark type?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would give Angloy
we don't have any dark type Pokemon.
Well, like I said, Cassie can use it, the Zubat, and also the Zubat is dark type. That one I know. Well, like I said,
if Zubat is dark.
Like I said, everyone except for Sisu and Grassy can use it. Sisu and Grassy are the only ones that cannot use it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to decide who to use it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go with type advantage because I think with certain type moves, as long as the type is the same type, there's an actual bonus.
I don't think that's true.
At least.
I've never heard that. That might be actually true.
Yeah.
I literally have never heard of that.
You never heard of that one?
I mean, to be fair, when I play Pokemon games, I just play them. And I don't actually, like, pull up guides or anything. Well, if that's the case, then we want to give it to Cassie.
Like I said, yeah, when I learned this, I think it was one of the other Pokemon games. So it was just one of the statements of one of the tutorials. And I went,
there's a possibility. There's like a possibility that like, because like there's a lot of things in the first games where it's just like you got to like if you went and talked to people, you would learn this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The first game was not that handholdy, but if you actually went and talked to all the PCs that they made, you could learn a lot of stupid things.
I mean, like I told you, like it wasn't until like a recent playthrough that I even discovered that one guy outside of Pallet Town gave you a free potion. I don't even remember why I talked to him. I just decided to do it one day.
Yeah. Like I said, Pokemon games do endorse you talking to people multiple times.
Alright, Cassie now has Thief. And also, we now know that we can apparently give our Pokemon some items.
Honestly, the only items that I like to give Pokemon are the berries.
Yeah, but I
and the
haven't
items that
seen
they.
any berries, so it's like
You, honestly, I never like to give them potions because they use them when they want to, and that sucks.
I thought they only use them when they get down to like yellow.
Some of them will use them before that. Some of them will use it when they get hurt.
I also did not even think about this, but anytime that we find a random revive, we can just sell that since we can't use them.
Well, in this one, yeah, we can't use it in this. So yeah, in this one, that's just money.
Yeah, that's just some money.
Yeah, because a Nuzlocke, that's just money. Unless you really want to just save all the revives for after the Nuzlocke when we say F this.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna say F this until we lose, until we like fully lose. If we die in the Nuzlocke challenge, then we will continue playing the game normally. But until we die in the Nuzlocke challenge, Cat, what are you doing? Until we die in the Nuzlocke challenge, I am willing to put forth the effort to the Nuzlocke challenge. Even if we get down to just Master Splinter, if I have to go and get Master Splinter up to level 100 so that we can win, I will try.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, when it comes to having your Pokemon hold items, I remember this game.
I mean,
Is
like,
this the game that still has the whole careful, bashful with the emotional type things on your Pokemon?
I don't think that they introduced that just yet, but I'll check it here in a sec. It does have a lot more than it did in the original.
But yeah, if this one has that whole thing of your Pokemon have descriptors, then making them hold items gonna get complicated unless you letting them hold berries or certain
Well, that's the,
specific Pokemon items.
like I said, I haven't found any berries. I didn't even.
Berries.
That's why I didn't
Yeah.
even know that they could hold items in this one, because like normally you just give them berries, you know.
Well, in this one, this may be one of those where it has the specific Pokemon items for a specific Pokemon, like the Snorlax gets leftovers, or the I think some other Pokemon gets certain items that they hold to evolve, like you give them a Metal Plate or something stupid. The holding item system, I remember that system.
Like it was fine. Like I enjoyed it in Pokemon Gold, like because
yeah,
it was nice.
Pokemon Gold, it was fine.
Yeah, because you could get plenty of berries, you know.
Yeah, berries. Berries was the main reason it was fine. And the other ones, I was like, I do not want this thing wasting a potion.
I mean, like
because it's a careful Pokemon.
In like Pokemon Ruby, it was really cool, especially like I would always keep a Zigzagoon in my party. Like I never walked around without a Zigzagoon in my party. Because quite literally, just one of the Zigzagoon's natural things that it did was randomly pick up items. So like you just be walking along and then you go to check your Pokemon screen and it's just like, hey, he's got a new item. Wonder what it is this time. Like there was one time where my Zigzagoon picked up a freaking nugget.
Nice.
Like, come on, man. Like, can you possibly think of anything better?
The only thing that I could think of better was when I remember one of the Pokemon things where I had a Meowth, and I went, "What's the effect of the Meowth in your party?" And I went and I looked at the Meowth's effect. I'm like, "Are you serious? This is the dumbest effect. It's so awesome." whenever you get money from trainers, you get double the money. And I'm just like, what the F? Why haven't I known this before? I don't have to learn payday. Just this thing being in the party when I fight means double the payment.
So, you want to
It's
know
like,
something
yeah,
funny? You want to know something funny? I set up. So, like, Bubbles got put to sleep by a Clefairy. So
Okay.
I switched out to Grassy to try and make it to where it was just going to be a sleep battle. But of course, the Clefairy woke up first.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to actually use another Vine Whip to kill this thing, and Bubbles is just going to stay asleep, and I don't like that. Don't like any of
That just means Bubbles gonna have to take some hits to wake up.
No, that's the thing. Getting hit doesn't wake them up. Turns passing wakes them up. And Bubbles can't just take hits because we can't let anyone die. Bubbles is currently sitting at yellow health.
Well, Bubbles just at the end of the list until we get out the cave.
Bubbles is the one that I'm trying to get up a level right now.
Yeah, I think the game figured that out and just went, no Bubbles. Bubbles is asleep now. There's no fixing that now.
The game doesn't know I'm doing a Nuzlocke challenge. I still have potions.
No, it just knows you're playing the game and it goes, you're trying to level up that Pokemon. Oh, sleep time. Wait, what? Yeah, sleep time.
I hate Clefairy. I hate Clefairy and Jigglypuff.
Like I said, they're awesome when they're on your side.
I don't even really like them on my side because, like, even when they're on my side, like, sleep does not have anywhere near as full an effect on your opponent's Pokemon as it does on your Pokemon.
That's fair. That's fair. Only time sleep is ever effective when you're trying to catch wild Pokemon, and that's only slightly effective.
Like,
sleep in battle kind of sucks.
I will say that I have had times where it has worked out very well for me, but it doesn't usually seem to be quite as many times as it works out well for my opponents.
Like I said, sleep in battle is a trap. Sleep while you're trying to catch a Pokemon is actually awesome. But yeah, if you're trying to do an actual Pokemon battle, you sit there and go, oh, this thing only gonna have one turn of sleep, because that's how sleep works when you actually need it to work. You're like, doesn't this last 5 turns? Like, no, it lasts whenever it lasts. Like, what the F? Because I remember at one point trying to look it up, going, sleep lasts 5 turns. I know it lasts 5 turns. Why did you wake up? Why did you wake up?
It does not last. Like, it lasts 5 turns at most, I'd say. But it is not just it lasts 5 turns. It lasts up to 5 turns.
Yeah.
It's like saying that, it's like saying, like, double slap hits 5 times. It hits up to 5 times.
5 times. See, I'm more fine with double slap, because as soon as double slap hits once, you're like, it did its job. Any more than that, I'm happy.
Double
as
slap.
Long as it hit once.
Double slap will usually hit twice, I think, at minimum. And hitting twice is usually not as powerful as one tackle. So it's like, Most likely, it's gonna deal more damage than a tackle. But whenever it only hits twice, it's really annoying because it's like I could have tackled and dealt more damage.
Yeah, double slap, fury swipes. What are the rest of those? There's a lot of those.
Bullet seed.
Yep.
There's like two different fury ones. There's like fury swipes and fury something else.
I want to say fury strikes and fury swipes.
Might be it, yeah.
I want to say that. I want to say that. It's probably wrong. Because I'll be honest, at the attack moves, that's where I get a little blurry, but but I did try to memorize a lot of those back in the day. But yeah.
I have faith that Zubat cannot deal enough damage with Leech Life against Bubbles.
Like I said, if you're in doubt, we have potions. That is the point of the potions.
Potions are for emergencies. We're not at emergency level yet.
So only when he's in red, right?
Yes.
When he gets to red, you use the potion.
Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine. Super nerd Miguel. What is he gonna fight? He Grimer. Grimer.
Grimer. Grimer, Muck, the actual trash Pokemon that's actually bad to trash. The Pokemon world is weird. When you sit there and go, what's this? This is living toxic waste. What? Yeah, that's living toxic waste. I want you to say that one more time with your chest. Yeah, that sentient toxic waste that rose up one day and started speaking. And you guys are okay living here? Well, well, it's a new Pokemon. What? Yeah, we kind of made it. It's our fault.
Yeah.
But you understand that, the implications that
Grimer, if you can stay asleep for like 2 turns to give me a chance to get Bubbles out here, gain some life with the leech seed that's on you, and possibly wake up, that would be helpful.
Oh, that's great.
God, come on, Bubbles, you need to wake up. Well, at least Grimer's staying asleep too. And as long as Grimer's asleep, Leech Seed is gonna continue. Bubbles woke up! Bubbles is awake. And Bubbles is almost at full health because of Leech Seed. Coffee. Alright, so we can now keep Bubbles out. of course, Bubbles is now about to be poisoned. Luckily, we've got antidotes. Which I am fully willing to use antidotes, because, like, I don't mess around with the freaking poison.
Yes, in the Nuzlocke, the antidotes are actually more potent than the actual potions. You're like, okay, we need an antidote. Why?
Well, the only reason why they're more potent is because of the fact that we have our Ivysaur with the leech seed. You know, that's really the only reason. If it weren't for leech seed, I definitely would have been using potions.
I was gonna say, I've noticed you're really, needing that leech seed.
I mean, leech seed is super effective. You do leech seed, you put them to sleep, and then you switch around to the Pokemon you need to get some health with, you know?
Fair enough.
Alright. We'll each take a fossil. No being greedy. Alright, do you want the... do you want the... Do you think we should... I mean, Kabuto is, like, the best one, right?
What are the choices again?
It's like Kabuto and, Oh, shoot, I just took the Helix fossil. Is that the right one? I don't know. I hope that's the right... That was a total... I didn't mean to actually say yes. I didn't mean to say yes. Well, hopefully that's the one that I wanted.
I was gonna say, I think there's 3 fossils.
Yeah, there's 3 fossils. There's the Aerodactyl one, too.
There's the Aerodactyl, there's the Oyster one.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
Ammonite, and then there's Kabuto. I wanted Kabuto. I don't know if I got it.
I was gonna say, I think you may have gotten the.
I think I got the Ammonite, which means we're gonna get Aerodactyl.
Honestly, I think you got either the Aerodactyl.
Oh, no, we didn't get the Aerodactyl. We did not get the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's in a different place. Like I said, right here is Kabuto or Omnimite. Omnimite? That doesn't sound right.
Honestly, I think it's the oyster thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. It's like, it starts with an O. Ammonite?
I don't think that's what it is. I do love the fact that we literally fought people over rocks. And we didn't even know that we could use said rocks to revive
I was right,
them
Ammonite.
until, like,
Also, I did get the Ammonite one.
Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna go for the Aerodactyl, which is Old Amber. So we have to find the Old Amber. Alright. So I got Bubbles out. We're trying to get Bubbles to level 18. Hey, you found an antidote. I just used an antidote. I found an antidote. Alright, so this is Route 4 still. A punch of growing ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now let me teach it to your Pokemon. This move can be learned only once. Yes. None of our
Who you gonna
Pokemon,
teach?
none of them can learn it.
I was gonna say, I doubted that the Beedrill could learn Mega Punch since it don't have fish.
Mega Punch with a giant needle. Okay, we just found a new TM.
I think that's a different attack.
We just
I
found a
think
new
that's a different
TM.
attack.
We have Rock Tomb. Can anyone learn Rock Tomb? No, no one can learn Rock Tomb. Alright. Well, anyways, it is 10 o'clock. We have reached Cerulean City. Gonna go to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna heal up, and then I'm gonna save. And that'll be it for tonight.
There you go.
I hope you enjoyed this craziness of going through Mount Moon. And I hope you have a wonderful night. We will probably continue playing this on Monday. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to check in with us on Monday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing up Suikoden 3. I have the final bit to go through, which is the Luke story. So come by and check that out tomorrow. Until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Go check me out online. I'm at SerioStar, pretty much all the places. And definitely go buy my books at seriostar.com/books. Or there's links probably in my bio. I think I put them in all my bios. So,
There you go.
hope everyone has a good night. Goodbye, everybody.